Welcome back, folks, as we get set to go again here live on ekartingnews.com, courtesy of Karting Coach. It's the Masters Max Pre-Main underway. Green flag being shown, and John Crow leads them down into turn number one. The Crow Show putting the car on the pole with a great run in qualifying. Paul Bonilla starting on the outside of that front row, but he's fallen back into the second position, or the third position rather. Chris Patterson, the young Canadian, young for Masters age, I believe, able to get into the second spot. Good opening couple of laps here, or a couple of corners rather. Bonilla into third, Falcone to fourth. Settling through the S's for the first time. Coming down the back chute, Crow. See if he can't get a bit of an advantage over Patterson. Patterson gets a good run down there to hang with him. We'll give you the lineup this time by the stripe. John Crow, the FTK Burrell number 631, your leader. The Overdrive Motorsports number 692 of Chris Patterson running second on the Tony. It's Joey Guillon's operation. Patterson running second. Four-driver breakaway, Bonilla and Falcone. The drivers we expected to be in the fight here. Bonilla trying the outside on Patterson, coming around turn number 5. That's going to penalize him as Falcone's going to go to the inside on the exit of the corner. Bonilla tried to go on the outside of Patterson around the long, sweeping right-hand turn number 5. Did not pay off as Falcone there to capitalize. David Pergande running the best we've seen in his challenge career. Running in 5th position right behind Bonilla. Good field of Masters drivers. 16 strong. Crow settling in, not pulling away at all as Patterson's hanging right there with him. Pergande in the 5th spot. Joey McGuire 6th. Ken Maxfield 7th. Michael Middleton 8th. Ed Quinn and Perry Needham rounding out your top 10. Falcone looking to the inside of Patterson. He'll make that move for second stick, so Falcone goes to P2. Falcone under the Rawson Performance tent this weekend. Curly up into second. Patterson third, but not for long. Here comes Bonilla to the inside. Patterson trying to make the inside-outside move, but not happening. Here comes Pergande through for fourth. David Pergande to fourth, and I believe that's Joey McGuire, the 606. He goes into fifth as well. McGuire able to get through. Great run here for David Pergande, the driver out of Katy, Texas. McGuire right with him. Driver out of the Pacific Northwest. Long-time Carter. Pergande sitting in the 4th spot. McGuire 5th. Patterson 6th, who ran. Oh, new leader. Falcone to the inside of Crow in turn 4. Book it. Side by side on the exit. Crow on the outside. See if he can crisscross him. Get him coming out of the corner. He does. Crow to the bottom. To the S's. And he beats him to the S's. Crow gets back to the lead. Awesome racing in Masters. We expected it with the field we have. What a great group of guys running up front. Falcone, and here comes Falcone back to the inside of Crow in turn number 11. Book it. He's through. Crow trying to crisscross. Bonilla right there, and Pergande in 4th. Pergande running in 4th. McGuire 5th. Patterson 6th. Maxfield 7th. 8th is Middleton. 9th Needham, and 10th is John Breidinger. What a fight up front. Oh, there goes Bonilla to the inside of Falcone in turn number 5. He holds on to second, though. Crow looked like he was trying to go to the outside. And as Falcone came across to the entrance of 4 to kind of defend a little bit, Bonilla threw the car to the bottom. And here goes Bonilla. He'll go for the lead in turn 11. Falcone keeps coming across the front, doesn't want to give it up. McGuire able to get by Pregandi. Pregandi a little tentative running in that lead group. Doesn't get too aggressive, loses a spot. But of course Pregandi hasn't really run in this position that much. He's going to lose another position here. Oh, this is aggressive. I love it. Crow crisscrossing Falcone out of 4. Falcone doesn't give it up over to turn number 4. It was out of 3 rather that Falcone had the spot. Crow to the outside of 4. Can he hold it? No, Bonilla to the inside coming out of the corner. McGuire to second. These guys are dropping the hammer in the pre-main. I thought Crow was going to go around the outside. Falcone didn't want to give it up. That allowed Bonilla to go to the bottom. It is stacked up. The top 8 drivers now. Falcone has all the way back to 4th. Bonilla leads. McGuire 2nd. Crow 3rd. Falcone 4th. Patterson 5th. Maxfield 6th. Middleton 7th. And Pregandi now back to 8th. That's how fast it can happen. Here goes Falcone looking to go to the inside of McGuire again into turn number 4, and he gets the job done. Falcone back into the 2nd spot. McGuire 3rd. Crow 4th. Patterson 5th. Look how Kenny Maxfield coming back up in here. Masters Max champion in last year's Grand Nationals. Bonilla trying to stretch away. They're fighting behind him. He's going to try to take the opportunity to get out of here. Still a long way to go. It'll be 9 laps remaining this time by. Falcone settling back in, trying to close back up. Pregandi as well, going to work on Patterson. Pregandi right up on Patterson. That's 7th and 8th. And this also allowed Perry Needham to close back up here. Down the back straightaway. Falcone slowly closing in, little by little. Crow trying to hold back a determined McGuire. Patterson and Maxfield right there. They work their way down now over into 1. Here goes Falcone to the inside. Book it. Falcone to P1. Falcone now with the lead as he was able to get through and passed over in 1 by Bonilla. Falcone back to the point. Crow still 3rd. McGuire 4th. Masters Max drivers laying it all out here in this pre-main. They still have a full main event to come. I think it'll be nap time for the Masters drivers after this. Bonilla not giving up. Right back on the rear bumper of Falcone. Crow watching him, just waiting, saying, come on, boy, start battling. I need to get back in the hunt. If Bonilla starts going back at him, and they allow Crow the chance to close back in. Love to see the addition of Joey McGuire here, too. The driver from the Pacific Northwest has come down to run the challenge this year. Awesome addition to the lead pack. Again, a veteran driver from up in the Washington State area, did a lot of ICAF Region 6 racing back in the day, and it's great to see him out here running with us in the Masters Max category. Bonilla not letting Falcone stretch away at all. Back to within a half a length. Patterson looks like he may be getting racy on Maxfield. That's for 4th and 5th. Rather, Patterson going on McGuire, pardon me. Maxfield right behind Patterson. Crow's been able to shake McGuire. That's allowing him to put 100% of his focus on closing up on the lead group here now. Bonilla trying a couple different lines out of turn 5 to see if he can get a better entry into the S's section, 6, 7, 8, and 9. He does so through 10. That's the kink that leads onto the back straightaway. Bonilla only behind by about 3 lengths. Quick look over his shoulder to see that Crow is closing. Yeah, John Crow definitely coming back into the fight. Still 5 laps to go here. 3-driver fight up front. McGuire seeing if he can stand it as well, but check this out. I love to see it. But top 9 drivers separated by maybe 2 to 3 seconds here in the lead pack. John Crow and I talked after qualifying on the pole position. He knows how important that 5 points were if he's trying to win this championship. Crow closing up big time down the back chute. I don't know if Falcone's slowing up a little bit, but he's stacking them up behind him. Here comes Crow. Gets a run. Crow to within a length of Bonilla. Out of 1. He doesn't quite run as wide as they do coming out of turn number 1, that extra exit point. Wow, Crow has worked his way back up. Falcone, Bonilla, and Crow. Couldn't ask for much more right now in this Masters class. Throw McGuire and Patterson into the fight, along as the driver in 6th as well. Kenny Maxfield, your reigning champion in the Masters Max category, scored that victory at Miller Motorsports Park last year. Earned a trip to Spain, Valencia, to be part of Team USA. Look how close they are up front here in Masters. I love it. Right back up on him now. Side by side out of the corner. They started getting aggressive there. Oh, they are stacking it up. Top 6 drivers lined up behind Falcone, Bonilla. Racing clean. Remember, this is just the pre-main. This isn't even the final. They got to be smart. 2 laps to go this time by. I'll tell you, Crow has a better or different run coming out through turn number 10. He gets a really good scoot out onto the straightaway. McGuire, though, looks like he's trying to go back by Crow. Man, best race of the day so far, Masters. That's why they're the last ones on the order, folks. We're expecting a great race this afternoon. Falcone able to hold back Bonilla so far. White flag will fly next time by. Again, this will just set the grid for the main. But all the points count. The championship chase. Falcone to the bottom. Falcone had trouble coming out. He's losing a couple of spots. Something's wrong with Falcone. He just lost 3 positions coming out of 4. I'm not sure what happened there with Falcone, but he lost a bunch of spots. He's back to 4th position. Bonilla back to the lead. There goes Falcone into 3rd as he's able to slip by McGuire again. White flag flies for Bonilla. I don't know what happened to Falcone coming out of 4. Crow goes wide on the entrance to try to get a better run. He's side by side coming out. Right on there. Here comes Falcone to the inside of Crow into turn number 2. He's got it. Falcone goes back to 2nd. What a move to the bottom. Looked to me like Crow was setting it up. Falcone drops a wheel on the exit of turn number 4. Crow's going to go to the inside, coming into the S's. No. Falcone right back up on Bonilla. Not the action we expected in the pre-main, but we'll take it down the back straightaway. Will Bonilla defend? No, to the outside of the track. Now he moves him into the inside. Falcone's right there to the inside. Side by side. No, he pulls wide. Pushes wide. He's going to lose a bunch of spots. Oh, Falcone tried it. Too much. Sometimes too much just ain't enough. Falcone overcooked it, tried the pass maneuver to the inside of turn number 11. It was late. The car pushed. He couldn't get it rotated, and it got out in the marbles, and he was off into the dirt. Bonilla with the victory by just over a tenth from John Crow. Joey McGuire takes third, Patterson fourth, Maxfield fifth, Needham up to sixth, Middleton seventh, Falcone plummets down the order to eighth. Pregande ends up in ninth, and John Breidinger rounds out the top 10. Great racing in just the pre-main for this Masters category, of course, brought to you by Cambrian Go-Karts. Paul Bonilla, folks, with the victory. John Crow and Joey McGuire second and third, just a precursor of the finale for today. The main event for Masters is going to be a lot of fun to watch.